And just to have a little piece of home be able to come back after everything was pretty much demolished. Our red flag warning continuing through 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Winds are shifting, gusty conditions, also low humidity and rapid fire spread will continue heading into our Wednesday forecast. Now, we've got a few changes happening even tonight. Temperatures are quite a bit cooler. We picked up those westerly winds, and that helped not only bring down the temperatures, but also bring up the humidity. Current readings are in the 60s and 70s in the valley and the foothills, 50s up top for the Sierra, where it has been completely sucked in with smoke throughout the day due to the Caldor fire. As far as our humidity, it's up at about 55 to 65%, much better than, say, what we would have otherwise had with those strong north to easterly winds. If they had picked up earlier tonight, that would have really dropped that humidity, and that would have been tough for firefighters overnight. Have those east winds already starting to pick up coming off the hill. That is going to start to lower that humidity. Those are very dry winds. Think of on the other side of the Sierra over towards Nevada, where it's basically desert. That's the kind of winds that we're getting right now. Those mountain winds that are coming down slope, that'll be drying things out heading into tonight, in a very dangerous situation developing heading into early tomorrow morning. Gilmore Backyard, right now we have clear skies. You can see those calm winds throughout the valley, but look what happens by early tomorrow. We pick up those north winds in the valley. Again, those are dry winds. North and east winds really allow that humidity to plummet. That's one of the other factors that we look at with high fire danger. The winds will also contribute to bringing more smoke into the valley. Currently, we're still seeing most of that smoke heading its way eastward here. This is from earlier in the day. The Caldor and the Dixie fire still putting off quite a bit of fire, but we have the McFarland and the Monument fire still burning right along the northwest coast. So here's a look at the current smoke situation. And obviously, you would expect a lot of smoke right around the Placerville, Pollock Pines, and even towards the Tahoe area. We also have a lot over at the Dixie fire area. Valley fairly clear right now, but as we see most of this smoke starting to push its way southward here throughout the day tomorrow, supported by those north winds, we're going to start to fill in some of the valley with hazy sunshine and perhaps some poor air quality as well. Now, that could take us right in through Thursday until we start to see another shift in our weather pattern. Tahoe, meantime, has periods of clearing here for our Wednesday late afternoon through Thursday. But again, right around that Caldor fire, we're expecting some pretty thick smoke and some of that moving right through the valley again. Highs for tomorrow in the Sierra, 70s, 80s for the foothills, and we'll continue to monitor that red flag warning. Highs will stay in the 70s with sunshine expected, although periods of smoke. 60s along the coast, we're going to keep in the 90s throughout the valley, despite the fact we'll get those drawing north winds, which also tend to be a little bit on the warmer side. They'll really lower the humidity, but we've got just about the next 24 hours with that higher fire danger, and then things should be calmer by the end of the week.